Hey guys, this is a new video from me, Frankie Roberts, and I'm going to show you how to create an analog bass sound on Thor. And yeah, let's listen to the little sequence I created with this sound. So that's a pretty full and fat sound. Um, let's see how we created this. I'm gonna reset the device and I'm gonna show you how to create this sound from scratch. So what we did was we created an analog oscillator and routed into the filter, which is already by default that's set up that way. And I set the analog oscillator to square waves. And then I created another one, and I detuned. I set the octave to 3, so it's placed a little bit lower. And why I chose Thor to actually explain this to you, because Thor is able to mimic a lot of different oscillators and a lot of different synthesizers in the world. It has many oscillators available and also many filters available. Again, and also with some effects and 3 filters, 2 envelopes, 3 envelopes actually, and the semi-modular setup of Thor is ideal for learning synthesis and well, getting acquainted with audio synthesis and sound design, and that way I can show you better how it's done and how sounds are being created, so you can create patches, better patches yourself as well. Anyway, let's get back into the analog oscillators. There are 2 of them, and I detune them both by 3 cents. That's quite okay. Let's change the amp envelope. The sustain, put the sustain all the way up, and make sure the amp envelope attack is just a little bit up, because otherwise the envelopes get really clicky and snappy. For percussion sounds that's really good, but for this sound we don't need that. You can hear the filter setup. So the low pass filter, it's now set up to 24 dB type 2, and I don't know by heart the difference between them, but let's choose this and let's listen to the difference. I think yeah, if I remember correctly, there's a difference in the frequency roll-off of the both the filter types. Let's choose this one just for fun. I'm gonna leave the resonance a little bit up and add some more envelope amount to the filter. It's already sounding a little bit like the sound we created earlier, but I wanted to move a little bit more, create some more movement within the sound, and I'm going to do that by routing the low frequency oscillator, the LFO1, into the pulse width of the square waves. So let's choose LFO1 And for the destination, let's choose oscillator 1, pulse width for LFO 1, oscillator 2, pulse width, and this meter allows you to set the amount of LFO that's being routed into the pulse width. Let's set them to the same and listen to the sound right now. You can hear the sound starting to move a lot more. And if you change the rates of the LFO, you can hear the movement slowing down. Okay, that sounds really nice, but I want some more low end as well. Let's add another analog synthesizer and put it to triangle and drop down the octave to 2 and route it into the filter as well. So this sound, I have set up the envelope, the filter envelope, to gradually open the filter while you're holding the key. Of course, it's possible to change this by dragging the attack down, and then you can hear it will become a more snappy bass sound. So, and this sound is better for sequences and whatnot. If we change the amp envelope as well. And we have a really more percussive bass sound. It needs more filter opening, but anyway, I like the gradually opening attack of the filter envelope better for now. And these things change while I'm creating music actually. But for now, let's keep it this way. One of the other things I want to do is you can see the mixer for the oscillators over here, and the mixer lets you decide how much signal you want to go through. Actually, want to go through to the filter. So right now the oscillator 3 and 1 and 2, they're all up. Not all up, but almost all up. So for oscillator 3, we can dial in the amount of sub oscillator signal with this slider. So let's hear what sounds what sounds best. It was a little bit too loud for my taste. So we changed that by setting the slider to a little lower. And now we want this sound, of course, to stand out in the mix as well, and we can do this by adding the shaper to the sound, by enabling the shaper, and the shaper, the signal from the filter is automatically routed to the shaper. So we enable this, and then we're gonna open the drive a little bit, just a little bit, so we can hear some extra harmonics, which makes the sound a little bit more fleur. And this way we can definitely hear the sound is more clear in the high end of the frequency spectrum. So I'm starting to pure mix, and it's hard for a bass sound to set up in stereo. Anyway, let's listen to it. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you enjoyed how I created this sound. If you did, please leave a